Good, Tom. All right, here we are at Umpqua Hot Springs with Jackie. What's going on, Jackie?
Hi, not much. Just enjoying the hot springs and the beautiful nature here in Oregon.
Now, have you been here before?
I have not. This is my first time here.
What brought you to Umpqua? Did you see it on the internet?
The hot springs actually brought me here, and then I read a little bit more about it, and I realized it was right next to Crater Lake where I was already going, so I decided to stop along the way.
So, are you from the West Coast?
I'm not. My mom is, but I actually live on the East Coast. I live in New York City. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Heck yeah, PA.
Yeah, go PA.
Do you have a lot of family back there?
I do, yeah. I don't see them too often because I'm up in New York, and it, is a lot of hustle and bustle, but it's really nice to come out here and just sort of breathe.
So New York City, New York? Or?
Yeah.
No way.
It's really busy.
Wow. So, how old are you? Do you mind me asking?
I'm 24.
24. So is it like intimidating being in the big city at all?
It was at first, maybe for the first couple of months, and then I sort of found my way. I'm not shy, put it that way, so it was pretty easy for me to make friends, but it's not for everyone.
I see. Now, you obviously have a nice balance if you're out here and enjoying all this,
Yeah.
how does being out here make you feel?
Honestly, being out here makes me want to move here. I think being in New York for so long kind of has made me sort of stray from nature and things that ground me, and being out here has reminded me to just take a minute to breathe and stop and park on the side of the road and just look for a second and take it all in. I don't really get an opportunity to do that where I live.
So, are you high energy? Do you mind me asking?
It depends. If I'm in an environment where there's a lot of energy and it's a high energy environment, I usually am. And if I'm in a happy mood, then yeah. But if I am in an environment where things are chiller, I can kind of slow down and relax. I sort of tend to go to places that match my energy on a given day. My energy is usually fluctuating.
Cool. So that's awesome. You know so much about yourself like that. So yeah, out here, do you find yourself more tending towards a relaxed state and slowing down? You mentioned just stopping, whereas maybe that's not something you would do in New York.
I started traveling yesterday on this trip, and at first I was like, I gotta get there, I gotta go, I have this on my itinerary, I gotta get there, and then I was like, wait a sec, no I don't, I can just chill and I can take it slow. I'm not traveling with anybody else, and I don't need to worry about what anybody thinks or what time I need to get somewhere. It doesn't matter when I get there, I can just relax and take my time.
So how long are you traveling?
Only until, I'm never done traveling.
Oh, that's the answer.
But for this specific trip, I'm gonna end in Yosemite, and I'm gonna, hike up to the falls, and then I'll probably go on a river rafting trip, and then probably end my travels in Lake Tahoe.
Wow. So was this your first solo trip like this?
I've taken some others, but not to outdoor places like this for this long. This is my first solo trip on the West Coast.
Do you have any tips for maybe a woman that's thinking about doing a solo trip?
Do it.
What about the naysayers? What if people are like, well,
My mom didn't want me to take this trip. Well, she gave me a whistle in case I run across anyone that I need to ward off. I don't think the whistle's gonna help me, but
where's the whistle right now? Is that necklace a whistle?
No, it is actually up there in my bag. So it wouldn't be very helpful to me if I needed it right now, but luckily I don't, because I'm in the company of really great people.
You really
but
are. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. You 100% need to go out and travel. There is so much to see in the world, and you cannot wait on other people. I wanted to take this trip for so long. I asked so many friends if they'd come with me. They all had jobs, they were busy, they had kids, they had things. I couldn't wait on other people. I had to do this for myself, and I'm so glad that I did. And if you're thinking about traveling somewhere and you think that not having somebody to do it with is going to hold you back, don't let it hold you back. Go and see the world. Take a knife with you. Be smart.
Yeah, you definitely have a positive attitude. So what do you think, or what do you feel, or what do you do about the fact that there's probably a lot more men than women out here, and you might feel like
I got some really good advice actually when I was in Mexico. Don't act like a tourist, act like a friend.
Cool.
And I think if you treat every situation like the people that you're encountering are friends, like when I walk to a new place and it's just me and a man, or me and a woman, or really me and anyone, I always say, hi, how you doing?
Sure.
And I make sure that, they know that I'm not scared of them. I'm here, we're here together, we're both people in the world, and I just sort of try to have a really positive outlook even when I'm not positive on the inside. I kind of try to make it known to my surroundings that, I'm here, I'm not scared of you, we can be friends, and everything is going great.
Wow, that's really powerful. Yeah, that's good advice for women, I think. Especially the hi thing. Like I've learned, like there's a hiking etiquette book. It's saying hi back and forth on the trail is actually a way to get a tell from each other. You know, like if there's some weird creepo guy, you know, or girl. You know, a hi can tell more than just passing and smiling can.
Yeah, I think also, you know, just making other people aware that, you know, you're there, this is your space, like you're comfortable and you're confident. It's a lot less likely that somebody's going to mess with you, and as well as just smiling at somebody can change somebody's outlook from being like upset, sad, whatever, to having a great day.
So, I like that.
The fly.
So, hey, they're horseflies, be careful. No, they're not. So, tell me about your passion for photography.
My passion for photography stemmed from my passion just for clothing. I am a stylist. Cool. I do that for my friends on the side. I've been doing it for years just for fun, and I've sort of tried to start making a living from it, which has gone pretty well. And I like to style clothes and take my outfits out into nature or into fun new settings and take pictures of them. But it was really hard for me to always have a photographer following me around, and also I didn't really have the budget for a photographer to be following me around. So I decided that I was going to start taking my own photos. And again, like traveling on your own, I decided I wasn't going to wait for someone else to do the things that I wanted to do. So I grabbed a tripod and a camera and I taught myself.
So you're promoting your own line right now while learning a new skill?
Sort of, yeah. Follow me. The fly said no, don't follow her.
How would people follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Jacqueline Yensick.
Yeah, and I'll do my best to put a button on the end screen so that people can push that. So if you stay and watch till the end, you can actually push a button, and it's a lot easier than having to like listen to her. So watch to the end. What type of impact do you want to have with your passion for style?
Honestly, right now in my young life, I haven't had the opportunity to make too much of an impact as far as, you know, really big, powerful things go. But if anything, right now, I'm just hoping that what I can do is teach my friends and teach others to really take the time to know yourself, find yourself, figure out the things that you want to do, and go do them, and keep a positive outlook while you're doing them, and take the time to sit back and practice gratitude when you're doing those things that you love. Because when you have this positive energy, when you have this positive outlook, it's a lot easier to put positivity out back into the world. It just makes the world a better place, especially when you're doing what you love. It's not always about 9 to 5 hustle, making money. Sometimes you just gotta go and do what you need to do.
That's awesome, yeah. Well, you're on a time constraint. I usually like to end with like a tough question, so I'm going to take it kind of easy on you. Let's see.
Okay.
So if you had like a bunch of benefactors just tossing you money for this project, and you had lots of people to help,
That would be
what
cool.
type of nonprofit would you like to start? If you really just had like all of a sudden today you had all these people and all these resources and you could
That's a really good question.
start a nonprofit.
There's obviously like a lot going on right now in the world.
How would you try to impact the world through that? That's a tough one, but
you know,
it's not like super personal.
Some people would definitely argue that this is not, you know, as important as feeding the hungry or, you know, saving orphans or anything like that. But when I walk out here on these trails and I see people and I see things, I see animals, and it's breathtaking and amazing, and I'm so passionate about it and just embracing nature and immersing myself in it. And when I come out here and I see little pieces of trash along the road or on the trails, I just break inside. And, you know, me, myself, every day, I try to do my best in terms of recycling and sustainability, but I'm not perfect. But if we had a lot of people doing sustainability, you know, imperfectly as opposed to not at all, it would make a hell of a difference. I think if I could start any sort of nonprofit, it would be something along the lines of
helping to clean it up or helping to spread awareness, or both?
Maybe a little bit of both, but I think action. I always think action is more powerful than words.
Yeah,
I could
for sure.
spread awareness all I want, but unless you actually do something, it's not going to get done. So
Well,
I think
no one's going to listen to it until you have...
if I could get paid to clean up trash in the woods, I think that would be my dream job.
That's really cool.
But I wish the trash wasn't there to begin with.
But, I mean, it gives you an opportunity to grow. It sucks, but...
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing so
Sure.
openly. And I wish you all the luck on your travels.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jackie. And, yeah, check out our Instagram. Don't not push the button. Push it.